How's it going, everybody? Expedition 33 is making headlines once again, making some big news I want to talk about because it just reached another milestone. Plus, there was an interview not too long ago where the game director talks about why he left Ubisoft and decided to create his own game in Expedition 33. Then there's the potential of possible DLC, but more on that in a bit. First off, I want to get to the milestone of this game selling 2 million copies. It has been 12 days, and they tweeted about this as well too. Sandfall Interactive let it be known on their Twitter account 12 days in, and Clair Obscur Expedition 33 has crossed 2 million copies sold. We've watched it all as so many of you began your journey, feeling every step, every emotion, every revelation alongside you. To those just joining us, welcome. Tomorrow comes. This is fantastic. Like, I recently did a video on them selling 1 million copies in 3 days, and now they've done sold 2 million. I imagine they're just going to keep selling more and more as this game keeps getting more popular. Word of mouth keeps spreading about it, things like that, because that's been the biggest thing for me. I've been watching people play it. I hear nothing but good things about it. I am still in the early parts of it. I'm still in Act 1. Haven't beaten it yet. Cannot wait to play some more, though. It is definitely looking like it's going to be my game of the year personally. And it's just been such a blast to play. I would speculate that hopefully maybe about towards the holiday or by the end of the year, it will sell maybe 3 to 5 million copies. And this is probably going to be game of the year, and it deserves it, all the hard work they put into it. But let's talk a bit about what led to this even happening in the first place, with the game director recently having an interview talking about why he left Ubisoft, and he explains in it that he was bored. Golome Broach, hopefully I didn't mess up the name there. He spoke about how his desire to want to do something new ultimately led to the development of Clair Obscur Expedition 33. He decided to leave Ubisoft and create a new studio to work on the Expedition 33 title because he got bored with his tenure in a massive gaming company. He expressed about how he wanted to do something different as one of his main motivating factors to found Sandfall Interactive. Further in the interview, he spoke about how he came to recruit more developers for the project that would eventually become Clair Obscur Expedition 33. For instance, he first got in contact with Jennifer Sumbergen, who he credits with having worn many different hats during development through online forums. According to Broach, his success in building up the right team for development of Expedition 33 was in large part thanks to the lockdowns caused by the COVID-19 pandemic a few years ago. He believes it was because several talented people at the time were looking for a creative outlet. And long story short, basically, in the interview, he just goes on about how it was just incredible how he was able to essentially form this team. He was able to recruit the composer, Lorian, and that they just built this amazing team, mostly of junior people, but they were so incredibly invested in the project and talented, and somehow it just worked. No matter how it came to be, though, I am and many others are super happy this game is out and is real and has been rated the best overall game of this year so far based on Metacritic's review score. Not only that, the Obscure Expedition 33 lead writer says chances are good that a JRPG banger gets DLC at some point. As reported by Vice, Svedberg Yen replied to an Instagram messages from players asking about the potential for DLC, which he said was highly encouraging. And with the game receiving near universal acclaim from players and critics alike, with fantastic player numbers to boost, the inference is clear. She says, quote, "Nothing concrete that I can say at the moment. We're honestly still just trying to process everything that's happening. It's been a lot to take in. We've always said if there is strong desire from the players that we would love to do something more. And based on the response so far, I'd say chances are good. And heck yeah, like I said earlier, if it keeps on selling the way it does, I imagine by the end of the year, it'll be 3 to 5 million copies sold. And that's definitely a winner there, and definitely would call for some DLC to be coming out. I mean, there's so many expeditions, right? Already I'm early in the game, but I'm learning about so many different expeditions. They could easily do sort of like prequel DLC stuff, like exploring what happened to some of the other expeditions that came before Expedition 33 and what happened to them and why they failed, things like that. Either way, if we don't get DLC or even a sequel, I haven't beaten it yet, so I don't know for sure. Probably won't need a sequel, but either way, this studio is putting some of these other AAA devs on notice by showing them how it's done. This is a single player game, not a live service, doesn't have microtransactions, and it is doing phenomenal, especially with this being a unknown studio, brand new IP. This is very, very difficult to do, We've had other devs leave, their former employees to make their own. For example, the devs of Callisto Protocol, those guys were former Visual devs, EA devs, things like that, and they left to make their own studio, try to recapture the like Dead Space sort of magic, and Callisto Protocol ended up being a flop, sadly, and they didn't capture it, unfortunately. And you got other examples too in the industry of this stuff happening where it's not always a hit, but a new IP. And this is one of those rare occasions that this is truly a hit. People are loving it. They are engaged with the combat. They love the story, the overall presentation, voice acting, etc. This is how you make a great video game. So I'm looking forward to see what happens with Sandfall Interactive going forward. And I want them to keep putting the industry on notice as far as like, this is how you're supposed to make a video game. So maybe, just maybe, some of these other companies, like in Sony, Microsoft, and EA, and all that, Activision, learn something and stop being greedy assholes, basically. Just stop it. Make good quality games, and you're going to sell them instead of focusing on, oh, let's put microtransactions and make this live service and all stuff like that and expect to make money that way. No. Anyway, that's all I got for you in this video, guys. What do you think about this news? Tell me your thoughts in the comments below. And have you been enjoying the game yourself so far, or have you not even tried it out yet? Love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, hit that like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next video.